What's up YouTube? How are you doing today? I'm Chana D, your Techno Dad, and in this video I'll be checking out the KEF R300 bookshelf speakers. And we're gonna get into it right after the jump. And I'm back. Now if you're new to the channel, my name is Chana and I love my sound. Not only have I been into home theater for 25 years, I'm also a classically trained musician and I love listening to music. So if you want to learn about speakers, amplifiers, AV receivers, you've come to the right place and you should consider subscribing. Alright everyone, so today I'll be unboxing and giving you my initial impressions of the KEF R300 bookshelf speakers. Now I did buy this from Crutchfield for $1,300 and that did hurt a little bit. The reason I bought it was because you guys have been asking about KEF speakers on the channel, so here we are. Also, I kind of had this harebrained idea that I should probably check out other bookshelf speakers too. So this is part of the project. This is a new bookshelf project that I spoke about in the live stream last week. And it's basically me reviewing bookshelf speakers in the $1,000 to $1,500 price range. And if you guys are wondering what other bookshelf speakers I'll be having in this little comparison and review project, I don't really know what to call it. SVS Ultra bookshelves, Definitive Technology D11s, Wharfedale Riva 2s, Dynaudio Emit 20s, B&W 707 S2s, Martin Logan 35 XTs, Focal Aria 906s, and of course these KEF R300s. So as of the filming of this video, I haven't heard back yet from Wharfedale, Focal, and B&W. So I'm just waiting on those three, but everybody else has agreed to send me speakers and be part of this project. And I already have the SVS and the KEF in-house and the others are on the way. So this is really cool and I'm super excited to get this project underway. Well, that's enough talking, right? Let's go upstairs, see what's in the box. Oh yeah. The KEF R300s are a three-way speaker. Using a concentric design made up of a 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter with waveguide, seated at the center of a 5-inch magnesium aluminum mid-range driver. Using KEF's Uni-Q technology, this design creates a larger listening sweet spot. For bass duties, we have a 6.5-inch aluminum driver. Frequency response is 50 to 28,000 Hz. Sensitivity is rated at 88 decibels. It's an 8-ohm speakers and recommended power is 25 to 120 watts. They come with magnetic grills, but in my opinion they look way better without the grills. Don't you think? On the back we have a port along with dual 5-way binding posts for those that like to buy amp or buy wire. The knob in between the binding posts are there to link or unlink the high frequency and low frequency sections. Now this is a really cool design. Instead of having metal jumpers, they have these little knobs. I think that's a really nice touch. KEF also supplies port plugs in case you want to seal these speakers. As far as size is concerned, they are pretty much the same size as the SVS Ultra bookshelves, but they are about 3 inches longer in depth. Compared to those little Martin Logan Motion 4i's, these R300s look absolutely massive. Coming in at around 26 pounds each, these things are pretty heavy as well. Now before I give you guys my initial impressions, I do want to let you know how this is connected up. So I'm using the Yamaha AVR, it's a A2080. And that is running with just the left and right speaker. So I've turned off all the other speakers, I turned off the subwoofer, and I'm actually using it in pure direct mode. The left and right RCAs are also being used to go to the Parasound A52 Plus, and I'm only powering 2 channels, so I am actually sending 225 watts into each speaker, and that is a healthy amount of power. Alright, let's get into my impressions for music listening. Now I feel like these speakers are very well balanced, ample bass and clear mids and highs. Now I usually test brightness of a speaker with some tracks from Florence and the Machine and from Kings of Leon. And in both cases, I did not notice these speakers to be very bright or adding more brightness to already bright tracks. It's one good way of checking out the speakers. And I was able to actually crank the volume without getting too much crackle in the high end. I don't know why it's coming from up here, but that's kind of like where, I don't know, it feels like it's coming from up here. Now if I was to compare these R300s to, say, the Klipsch RP280F, which are around the same price range, $1,200 for the pair, however those are full range, floor standing speakers. These are, full range, well not full range, but a three-way design bookshelf speakers. I would say that the R300s are definitely less bright. When you take bright records or tracks and you just plug them through both of these speakers, I noticed I'm gonna have to turn the treble down with the Klipsch to enjoy the songs at whatever volume level that I am used to listening to, which is usually around like 80 decibels, maybe 90 sometimes, depending on what mood I'm in and if anybody's in the house, obviously. But that's the main difference between a horn-loaded tweeter and, say, an aluminum dome tweeter. You don't get as much brightness as you do with the horn, and that can be off-putting to some people. I was very surprised with the performance of these R300s when it came to movies and TV. Now I'm still just running a 2-channel, and I felt like I didn't miss any audio information. Vocals sounded great, sound effects were great, foreground music, background music, everything was separated, and I didn't really notice that I didn't have subwoofer on or surrounds on or Atmos engaged. None of that. It was actually kind of cool to just go back to a 2-channel system and just hear exactly how awesome it is when it's set up properly. You do have to set it up properly. The imaging was great, have that phantom center kind of going on. It's actually a really good thing to do. You should try it sometime. I think this is a great option for those of you looking to get out of soundbar. You can get a good music cast Yamaha integrated amplifier for about $500. You can get some speakers. It don't have to be this one, you can be like another pair of $500 speakers or $600 speakers, $700 to pair up with that, and you would have a great sounding 2-channel system that will blow any soundbar out of the water. Alright, let's wrap up my initial impressions of the KEF R300 bookshelf speakers. They look great on paper, and they sound even better in person. I was pleasantly surprised running 2-channel for watching TV shows and movies that I would get such an experience. Like, they sounded so good. Didn't feel like I was missing a subwoofer for TVs, didn't feel like I was missing a center channel, and this is a great option for you guys that are trying to move away from a soundbar. You just need to get a little integrated amp, 2 speakers, and you're done. So I'll put a little package down in the description here for you guys to check that out. As far as music listening goes, these did not disappoint at all. Whenever I'm listening to music, I always want to have just 2 channels, and I prefer floor standing speakers due to the bass response. And since these are a 3-way design, I was really blown away by the amount of bass coming out of these speakers. Now I will be doing some audio demos throughout the coming weeks, and I will give my final review in maybe 2 or 3 months. Also, I will be comparing these speakers to the other speakers mentioned previously in the video between the $1,000 and $1,500 price range. I'm really excited about this project, and I'm super stoked to have you guys all along for the ride. Now, if you have any questions for me about these speakers or anything else, please leave them down in the comments below or hit me up on whichever social platform you like to use the most. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen. Once again, my name is Chana D. I am your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.